Okay, so we're going to go through all the parts for the song. That's essentially all the parts of the song, and I'll talk about the chords in depth as I'm showing you the picking pattern. This is how the intro goes. Now basically this is the strum pattern. For some that may be hard, for others it may not be. Just work on the notion that when you're playing the C, the one thing that you will do as a variation is to lift this finger off. And when you play the A minor, you'll lift the same finger off of the same note. Now the one thing that I do every now and again is sometimes instead of this, I'll just play this one note. So if you see me playing something that looks like this, that's what it is. It's just one note in the second fret on the second string. That's also basically the same music as the verse. The only area where it changes is before you go into the chorus, you're going to play a D chord with an F sharp in the bass. And all that means again is that the F sharp is with your thumb over it. Otherwise it's just a regular standard D chord, which is just these three notes here. Second fret, third fret. On the bottom, three strings. So going through it once, it would be this. Then you're going to go into the chorus. The G is actually the first chord of the chorus. Now what I did just there was just taking these two fingers off of the fretboard entirely. So it's D, D7, E minor. And all that was A minor to D, of course with the F sharp in the bass. Natural chords. There are a few variations, but there's nothing that's really complicated about it at all. And I'll do a tiny bit of me playing it and singing it so that you can get an idea of the way that the changes are. Now this is a little bit lower for me than I normally do it. Now when Fleetwood Mac does it, they're either in the 4th or the 5th fret. I forget which it is. I typically do it in the 2nd or the 3rd fret, but for the sake of it, the playing and singing and the learning of it, we'll keep the capo where it is once through, and then I'll let you just hear a little bit with the capo if you don't have one and you kind of want to understand what this thing does. So take my love and I took it down, climbed the mountain and I turned around. And I saw my reflection in a snow-covered hills of a landslide coming down. You were in the sky, what is love? Can a child within my heart rise above? Can I say normally do a very simplified version of the solo here, because after the solo it goes right back into the chorus and you need something to break it up. So what I do basically, and I'm not going to really teach you how to play it because it's not the way that it's soloed, but it gives you an idea as to something you can do. I take the solo, I simplify it. I just give you something that is an instrumental section before it goes right back into the chorus. And that's really all that I end up doing during that solo section. It doesn't need to be anything more than that. You do need to break it up though. But if you were using a capo and you wanted it to sound closer to the record, it would be something more like this. And that really is the whole song. So I hope this was informative. I hope this was helpful. And enjoy.